From Chicago streets to the courts beat, Sal Scott Dan on the podcast seat. Bulls breaking news, talking stats and views. Every player, every play, we never lose. Horns over hoops, we're the Bulls troop. From game analysis to fan scoop.
What is good, Pacer fans and Indianics, and welcome back to the Indy Speed Podcast. What are you just side-eyeing me for?
Stop that.
We've become a Pacer podcast now, dadgummit. How about them Pacers? How about them Pacers?
How about them
That
Pacers? I mean, they're killing it. They're killing it. I hate it because like I love Tibbs so much, but at the same time, fuck the Knicks. Like,
Yeah, pretty much.
fuck them.
Do you know Tibbs is the oldest coach in the NBA right now?
Since
Oh yeah, because
Yeah.
Pat Pop is gone.
that's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like age-wise,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or tenure. Oh,
Well,
age.
well,
Okay.
10-year,
Wonderful.
it's probably Spoelstra.
How
Yeah,
old
that's
is oh my god, Rick Carlisle? Carlisle?
Carlisle.
Carlisle.
Is he still
I knew I was saying it wrong.
Car.
Yeah,
Rick Carlisle?
He's the coach for the Pacers.
The Pacers. That's pretty good. Yeah. You didn't do anything wrong.
He is 65.
58. Me. Wow.
How old is Tibbs?
Probably 66.
67.
Just throw that out there.
67.
Oh, I got it wrong. In any sense, everybody, what's good, Bulls fans and Horniacs, and welcome back to another edition of the Horns Over Hoops podcast. We have not become an Indiana Pacers podcast yet. However, Indy
Never
Speed does sound really catchy. Kind of an interesting show for us today. We are covering the NBA Finals preview. Where it's standing right now, it's looking like it's going to be a showdown of the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Indiana Pacers. SGA versus Tyrese Haliburton for the finals. And gentlemen, I am super excited for it because finally a finals that don't include, the Celtics or LeBron James. I especially am excited for that. So I'm excited to report on that. And as you guys know, I've been a Pacers sub fan, secondary fan. I follow them.
Yeah.
Whatever you call it.
Yeah.
I'm happy they're there. I'll just say that. However, it's time to start the show off the way we start every single show, and that is with a little Tuesday trivia. And today's Tuesday trivia, very well themed for the main event of the episode, and that is, gentlemen, and that is you two, what year was the last finals appearance by the Indiana Pacers? I keep wanting to call them the Indianapolis. What was the last appearance in the finals by the Indiana Pacers? And as kind of a follow-up, can you name any of the players that were on that team?
I feel
And
like
if you're feeling really randy, name the team that they went up against.
All right, so I don't know the year, but I feel like it was.
That was the question, though.
No, I know. So I don't know the year. I want to say, was it a Reggie Miller team?
No.
It was not.
It was.
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
So was it? It had to be in the 90s.
1999.
Yeah,
Yep.
I was gonna say
1999, 2000.
There you go. Very good. Very good.
Okay.
Do you know who they played?
It wasn't the Lakers.
Yeah, it was actually.
Oh, okay.
It was. Yeah, it was.
All right.
So the Indiana Pacers, that's their first finals appearance in 25 years. The last time they appeared in the finals was the year 2000. A team with Reggie Miller, Chris Mullin, Jonathan Bender, a few other very, very good players. They had a really good roster. I mean, it was good enough to make the finals. But essentially, they ended up losing in 4-2 to the Los Angeles Lakers, the Shaq and Kobe year. Well, it's a good team to lose to there. But
Yeah.
gentlemen, how are you doing today?
I'm good.
Yeah, it was very exasperated good. You're like,
I'm tired.
it's like, am I? That's one of those like, am I really good? Scotty B, you're too quiet. How you doing over there?
Fine.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Oh,
Just-
that's good.
just
Man,
doing fine.
A lot of dumb things are happening at work right now. So
Yeah.
yeah, well, work is work, right? Oh well. Before we get into the show, everyone at home, if you had not had a chance to check out Scott Berman's France episode, do yourselves a favor, go check that out right now, because that was one of the greatest shows that he's put on. It was
a
Scott
fun
went
one.
to France. It's literally the title of the show. Scott went to France and hear about all his hardships, from being swindled by a cab driver to the glories of wine tasting and fake
cheese.
Michelin star restaurants and cheese. So do yourselves a favor, go check that episode out and give it a like, comment, subscribe. And with all that being said, let's get into this show. We're going to start this show out with our main event right out of the gates. Not much Bulls news to report this time around. So we're going to start out with the main event of the show, and that is the 2025 finals preview. Gentlemen, the teams have not yet been fully decided yet. At the time of this recording, they're both 3-1 in favor of the Thunder and the Indiana Pacers, as said earlier. And as we know, history as history serves itself. The team that usually goes up 3-1 is the team that comes out of the series, unless you're the Cavaliers that took down the Warriors down 3-1. But in case of a freak accident like that happening, it's going to be the Pacers versus the Thunder. And I just want, first question, hot take, how do you guys feel about that matchup?
I like it. I like it a lot. Mainly because it's in two small markets in two bum-fucked cities, and I know that the TNT crew will be mad because they don't have anywhere to party after their recording. So suck it, Charles.
Yeah, and for Charles' sake, he won't have anywhere to eat afterwards either.
That's what I'm saying.
Man, what is there to eat in Indiana? I do not know. Anyway,
corn,
terrible
probably.
impression.
Corn.
Corn. Scotty B, how do you like these two teams? I know you were a big OKC fan.
First, all the games are going to be on ABC, so the TNT crew isn't going to be there. So ESPN.
Oh.
So we have to listen to that dog shit.
Well, yeah,
I hate the ESPN crew. Like Reggie Miller, like Doris Burke is they just say such stupid things and it annoys me. I'm not a fan of that crew. I wish it could be Stacey and Adam everywhere. Like,
yes.
Honestly, I do.
Even the Knicks home crew is great too. There's a lot of really good home crews.
Is that like Jeff Van Gundy?
No.
And Mark Jackson?
I forgot who it was. It's an old player.
Patrick Ewing?
No.
Oh, is it Walt Frazier?
Yeah, I think so.
John Starks? Okay. Just going down the list of old.
Yeah.
Patrick Ewing.
It is Walt Frazier.
Chris Childs.
It's Walt Frazier and Mike Bean, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Walt Frazier.
But
very nice.
Yeah, they're one of the best. But it's a very two high scoring teams. I think the Pacers led the league this year in points per game. They just scored 144. They can go wild. I think it really depends if everybody can stay healthy. One of the reasons I think the T-Wolves struggled is the Thunder's defense is on another level. And struggled basically this whole series except one game. So if they can shut down Haliburton, or if they can just shut down the team,
Siakam, they gotta shut.
Yeah, if they gotta shut down
Siakam.
Siakam, but they play such an intense defense. I'm interested to see how it is reffed. The two different conferences seem to be completely different how the games are called. I feel like the Eastern Conference, they're letting them go at each other. In the Western Conference, they're calling it a little bit more ticky-tack fouls. So we'll see what happens. But Pacers, they are so high intensity. Like, I want to say it was game 3. The Knicks were with 8 minutes left in the game. They are all dead tired, just breathing,
gassed.
Gassed. And just the Pacers they're fine. They just are just such high intensity, just fast pace, and that can run teams out of the stadium. So we'll see what happens. It'll be a good matchup. I think it'll go at least 6 games, but I don't see the Thunder not winning this. Like, I have slept on the Pacers all playoffs, but I just don't think the Pacers have seen a defense like this.
Very good, yeah. To answer my own question, I love this matchup. I think that the NBA going towards, like Dan said, small market teams with just very, very well put together teams and one or two superstar. I think that should be ushered in nowadays. I'm sick and tired of the era of we got to put 4 or 5 superstars on a handful of teams, and then you got 26 other teams that are irrelevant. I like the fact that the major market teams kind of took a back seat, and it's really opening the doors for like your Indiana, your Oklahoma, your Minnesotas. I mean, I absolutely love the stage that the NBA is in right now. Of course, one can argue, is this really healthy for the league itself? Like, do you think that not having the Lakers be, a star team and not having teams like, is this really healthy for the league? Who knows? But it's entertaining for me.
Well,
I like change, man.
This was expected, at least with the Thunder, for how much
for sure
they expect.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
With all those picks.
Yeah.
Indiana, no, that wasn't expected.
I don't think anyone really saw Indy going all the way to the finals.
Is there really small market teams anymore?
I wanted to bring that up because of social media. I feel like there isn't.
Every team gets on national TV. Like, how often were the Thunder on national TV? Like, sorry, it's not ESPN's Knicks Lakers that they wanted. But
just think about who are two of the biggest stars in the NBA right now. Jokic,
Ant and SGA,
Giannis, and those are 2 other small market. Like, the small market cities they have stars, and they're better than the big market stars.
Yeah,
that's just it.
Is the league really upset that the MVP is about to make the finals?
No.
The guy's basically about to take over the face of the league.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, who is LeBron still considered the face of the league?
Yes, but I would say
in character, yeah.
Yeah, right.
But it's like like the royal family of England, where it's like they don't have any rule, but they're just they're the face of the country. That's kind of like what LeBron is. You know what I mean? Yeah, he's not the best player in the league, but he's still the quote unquote face of
because he's the most recognizable. He's the most popular.
Correct.
Blah, 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 blah.
Correct. Yeah.
I feel like the league's trying to push Ant to be the face of the league.
Yeah,
partially
because of all the Michael Jordan ties.
Well, partially that, and they want an American to be the face of the league.
It's an American league. They have to have an American star.
Yeah.
Although they call it national. I guess it's not international, so.
Yeah. It's about to be Canadian. Sorry.
Honestly, I love it. I love that there's been talent from all over the world, because you could finally say world champion. You know what I mean? Because before, when you say they're the world champions, it's like, this is the world champion of the contiguous United States. Like, that's not world. That's like just 4 major cities. You know what I mean? That's not world, but
the North American champions.
Correct. Yeah. Nonetheless, I'm really excited for this. Everyone has been sleeping on the Pacers for quite some time. I know last year they didn't make it that far. But what they did do last year is but they got to the finals of the in-season tournament. They really turned some heads. I mean, they added Siakam. Of course, Tyrese Haliburton is Tyrese Haliburton. He's probably going to emerge as either top 5 or a top 3 point guard in the league. And if you want to talk about true point guards, probably 1 or 2, right? True point guards.
Yeah, the Pacers made the Eastern Conference Finals last year.
Yeah, they got ousted by
the Celtics.
Yeah. Okay.
I didn't know. I forgot they made it that far.
Oh yeah, they've always been battling. And you know what? Every year they run into the Knicks, I always say it. I'm like, They're going to beat the Knicks. The Knicks are a great team, but Boston, like Scott said, but Indiana, like Scott said, is way too fast paced for them. There's some teams that know how to strategize and put together, good run offense, and then there's teams that just know how to run and gun, and that is the Indiana Pacers.
The Pacers offense reminds me of what Billy wishes his offense was. Like, they want that fast paced push, run and gun style, and like, it's, I don't know.
Tying it back to Chicago, I love it. I love it. All that aside, gentlemen, who do you guys want to win? Like, who would you ideally want to win the Now, you do have 4 options. I don't want you to say, you have 4 options here. Who do you want to win the finals?
If it's what we think it's going to be, Indy versus OKC, I want Indiana to win, but I'm pretty sure that Oklahoma is going to win. Like Scott said, I think it's going to go like 6 games.
Yeah. Scotty B, who do you want to win?
Since we're recording before we know who's going to be in the finals, I would like the T-Wolves.
Both teams are 3-1.
I would love the T-Wolves to come back and win everything. That's the team I really want to win. I like that team. I really like Ant. If we're going with who we think it is with the OKC in Indiana, I want the Pacers to win. Watching that series, the Western Conference Finals, the bad calls and the flopping and just how the Thunder hold themselves, it annoys me, and I just can't deal with it. Like, I want to root for them because of Caruso and how good of a young team they have, but SGA just annoys me. How he for how
SGA
good he is.
He's turned into like James Harden.
Yes.
Kind, like the flopping and the foul baiting, and like I haven't watched any of the Western Conference games at all because I'm not interested in watching just whistle blow after whistle blow. Like, that doesn't sound like a good time to me. But from what I hear, the whole free throw merchant or whatever, or foul merchant, what is it?
Free throw merchant. Doris Burke keeps saying it, even though she has no idea what it means.
Yeah, and she has no idea what it means, but it's 100% accurate though. Like, because, bro, you are.
They're letting them play in the Eastern Conference, and I'm liking that a lot more. They did pull it back a decent amount after game 2, I want to say, for the Western Conference, but still, he's getting to the line a lot for non-calls, and really, the league wants to know why people don't want to watch. There's one of the reasons.
This is why. This is maybe even the main reason, because it just slows the game down. It slows the game down. It's not fun. Like, no one wants to watch a guy stand at the line just shoot free throw after free throw. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Also, last game, this was game 4. Did you guys see what happened? Like, how the game ended?
The Indy game?
No. The T-Wolves, Oklahoma City. Basically,
if I'm not mistaken, didn't they foul to prevent them from shooting a 3? It is a strategy. I mean, it's poor etiquette, but I mean, it's a very real strategy.
It just, like, that's another thing that, like, you want people to enjoy your game, and you're going to do that. Like, this is a playoff game. I feel like it's like, I understand it's a strategy, but it's poor sportsmanship. Like, let them go for the win. Like, I understand why they did it, but it's just it's stupid. It annoyed me. It ruins the product.
Yeah. All right. Well, then in that case, I'm gonna play devil's advocate here again, and we're gonna put together keys to success for both teams. Okay. I'm gonna ask you guys, what is your keys for the Indiana Pacers, and what's your keys for the Oklahoma City Thunder? Dan Gracie, keys to success for. We'll start with the Thunder, because they don't really have much. You know what I mean?
I think the main key would be to slow Indy down. Try to limit. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they just start the game full court pressure. Don't let them run. Don't let them run at all. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I mean, because they have the length, so I don't think rebounds are really that big of a deal. But, like, yeah, you just gotta limit Hallie, limit Siakam. and I think you'll be fine. And for OKC, for the Indiana to stop OKC, limit the fouls.
It's a good one.
And try to play your game. That lockdown defense is gonna be hard to overcome, but just try your best. I don't know.
Yeah, it's all you can ask for. Scotty B, keys to success for both teams.
For the Pacers, keep the pace up. Like, keep running, keep the pace up. Really, yeah, SGA is going to get his points. Jalen Williams is the one they need to shut down. If they can slow him down, they're like, they have scoring options, but not nearly as good as him. I don't think Chet really is going to be able to match up. So
against Miles,
yeah.
So we'll see what happens, but I really think that's the big thing is Jalen Williams need to be slowed down. Like SGA, he's gonna get his 30 points. Accept that. They did slow down Brunson somewhat well. So if they can keep SGA down, don't let him get 40 points.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
But the Thunder, just make sure everybody gets the ball. Like, Jalen Williams needs his points. Like, if you can keep the defensive intensity up and take at least one person out of the game, that's going to be huge. Bench defense is massive for Oklahoma. Caruso was such a good move for them. He was on another level against this whole series against the Timberwolves. Like, if you can shut down their bench, like, that's massive. If they're coming in and not getting 30, 40 points from the bench, there's nothing that's going to happen. High intensity defense, and if you can slow the pace down, that'll help. But get Jalen Williams involved, get Chet involved, and play the passing lanes. The fact that Haliburton had a triple-double with no turnovers is crazy. Don't let him do that.
Yeah, solid keys.
So I have a quick question. So if Oklahoma wins and Caruso gets a championship ring, would you still say it was a fair trade?
Yes.
I mean, here's the thing. It's always been a fair trade. The problem is they were more success. The Thunder were always more successful than the Bulls. Right now, this, and I'm glad you asked that because this is taking Twitter by storm because I've seen at least 2 or 3 Twitter fights where they're like, oh, I'm sick and tired of the Bulls fans saying that they won the trade because they absolutely did not. No, we absolutely did not win, but both teams got exactly what they needed. It's not about winning a trade. It's putting together the assets that they needed. The Chicago Bulls were not up to the level of talent that the Thunder were. So, of course, when you take away Giddey and put him on the Bulls and we did absolutely nothing different, did we win the trade? No, okay? We weren't a championship contender. We essentially gave the championship contender the player they needed, and the championship contender gave the team without a point guard the player they needed. So yes, we both won. We weren't set up to win a championship. People on Twitter, I'm talking to you. Don't be dumb. We both won, okay?
It's Twitter. They're dumb over there.
But dude, it's ridiculous. Like, Bulls fans will I'm sick and tired of people saying that we won the Giddey trade. We absolutely won the Giddey trade. Name the last Bulls point guard that was able to stay healthy and put up triple doubles like Josh Giddey. And we lost an aging Alex Caruso who was injury prone, come on. Josh Giddey could carry the Bulls into a new era. Alex Caruso cannot carry the Thunder into a new era. He can help them win a championship. But Josh Giddey is a player that the Bulls can build around.
Yep.
Period.
All right. I wasn't trying to
gummit.
No. Get you all fired up, but hey.
I'm glad that you said that.
Right.
Glad you said that.
I have a question for both of you.
Okay.
So, if the Pacers end up winning,
yes,
does Haliburton take over Reggie Miller's spot as the best Pacer ever?
Yeah.
I would say so.
Okay.
Here's the thing, man. I watched a lot of 90s basketball, and I will say this. Reggie Miller was the most elite shooter I've seen before Stephen Curry. Like, a lot of people forget, back in the day, the 3-point ball was not utilized as much as it was now. So when you had a player that could hit the ball regularly, like a Reggie Miller, like a Ray Allen, they stood out. But when you have a Tyrese Haliburton whose game is all around, he's getting you triple doubles, he's a clutch player much like Reggie was, and he brings home the trophy, absolutely. I'd say it.
So we're Kings fans are just fucking freaking out.
Dude, they've traded away two generational talent point guards already. Just want Sacramento fans to let that resonate. Two.
Well, wait
what
till
do you
they
have
trade.
to show for
they
it?
they
They're
know.
gonna trade Sabonis,
They know.
who they traded
Yeah.
Haliburton for.
Oh,
I'm not even mad though.
I mean, the Kings fans are. It's so funny being on the Kings subreddit because they're just always so just like, oh, Haliburton, oh, Haliburton, oh.
Yeah. As
like,
we
oh
joke
my
about
God,
it,
stop crying.
the Bulls should have drafted Haliburton. Instead, they drafted Patrick Williams.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go
I've
on
said
Reddit
all
and
I've had to
fucking
say
cry
about
and
Pat Williams.
post pictures of Haliburton in a fucking Bulls jersey and shit.
Yeah. I've said all I've had to say about Patrick Williams. There's no way we were drafting Tyrese Haliburton, given the fact that we had a point guard already. That's what, again, man, this is just going to be Sal Bass fired up show. What's that? We had Zoe.
Yeah.
Why the hell would we draft another point guard when we have a generational talent point guard in Alonzo Ball? And I think that was before he got hurt. So when Bulls fans are like, oh, we could have had Haliburton. Yeah, okay, had we not had Zoe, we probably would have picked him.
And you gotta remember that like the front office went up out of the way and even got fined because they wanted Zoe so badly. Like we had the point guard that fit the mold of what they were trying to do.
Yes.
We saw it up until what, like 20, 21, 22 games into the season.
34 games.
34. That was somewhat close.
Yeah.
But still, like we saw we were number one in the East and everything. So just like, shut up.
Yeah. That's the thing. Like, and it's not healthy. Like Twitter.
Twitter's
this is not healthy
for you, man. Twitter's not a healthy place, brother. I hate to be the bearer of bad news.
I'm just going to say this to all the NBA fans and just fans of a particular team, like your hometown team or whoever you root for. Just understand this. Sometimes the way the draft works is you draft the position you need, not necessarily the player you need. In our instance, we were lacking a small forward. We drafted Pat. We had a point guard. We had Lonzo Ball. Perhaps at one point, the most talented point guard, up-and-coming point guard in the league. So we drafted a shooting guard. Remember when we traded for Doug McDermott and everyone's like, oh, we could have had Gary Harris. We could have had Yusuf Nurkic. We would have not picked Yusuf Nurkic because we had a center already.
We needed a shooter.
And Gary Harris.
We needed a guy that could shoot.
We needed a shooter.
And that was McDermott.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We needed a Kyle Korver replacement.
Exactly. So same instance as this. Why the hell would we have picked Tyrese Haliburton? Sure, he was a phenomenal player, but he didn't fit what we needed at the point. My good. But that's the thing. Like Twitter will be on some BS where they're like, oh, we could have had this player. You know what? Just remember it like this. The Houston Rockets could have picked Michael Jordan, but they picked Hakeem Olajuwon because they picked the position that they needed the most. Was that a bad pick? Absolutely not. Okay? But no one gives them shit for not picking Michael Jordan. Ah, damn. Fired up Sal Bass on this Indiana Pacers podcast, the inaugural Indiana Pacers podcast.
I love it.
What else can you piss me off about now, Scott? What else you got? Any more questions?
I mean,
I'm sorry for yelling.
Why didn't the Blazers draft KD instead they drafted Greg Oden?
Oh, I would have drafted Greg. I would have drafted Greg Odom.
He
was
I
such a
I would have
monster
drafted
in
Greg
college.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah. Honestly, there are those players, and it's like kind of like I'll throw Wemby in there. They're like, I don't want to call them freaks because it's a terrible term, but they're just a generational talent, and you know that 5 games into the college season that's going to be the number 1 overall pick. Greg Oden's downfall was he came in the league and his body wasn't built for longevity. Yep. That's all it was. Got in the league, much like your Brandon Roy, much like your
the Blazers are such bad luck.
I know, much like your
Such
Yao
bad
Ming.
luck.
Yao Ming was incredible, but he wasn't built for longevity, and it sucks. It's one of those you appreciate the time they had in the league, and that's it. That being said, if they could go back and redraft, absolutely, they'd pick Kevin Durant first. going back, would the Chicago Bulls pick Haliburton over Patrick Williams? I'd like to freaking hope so.
I don't know.
But we would have just
with our front office though.
We would have just traded him to Washington anyway. We would have just traded him for Otto Porter and what have you. We drafted somebody. They didn't win us a championship that year. They got to go.
Yep.
So,
anyway,
my key to success. We're going all the way back. My key to success for both teams is for the Thunder, just continue playing the way that you're playing, and that's how that got you to the Western Conference Finals. That's how they got you representing the West in the NBA Finals. Keep up that defense, play that small ball. Caruso's got to play lockdown defense. Try to stop Tyrese Haliburton. Try to keep all their stars in check, and I think they'll be very, very, very successful. For the Pacers, it's quite simple. Don't be intimidated that you're playing an MVP in the finals. At this point, I don't know who's the underdog. I'm going to say that the Thunder are probably the favorites to win it all. So I'm going to say the Pacers are the underdog, but don't get intimidated. You have as much a right to be there as that team does. So go out there, play 48 minutes of basketball for 7 games, 4 games, however much it takes. And you know what? I think this is going to be a very good series. Like Scott said, 2 very high-octane scoring teams going at it. I am excited for the first time in many, many years to watch the NBA Finals because of this. So I'm going to go against both of you guys, and you heard it here. I'm going to say Indy in 6.
Okay. I hope so.
Indy in 6.
I hope so.
Gentlemen, I got fired up about Twitter, and now I'm going to fire myself even more. We're going back to Twitter. We're going back into Twitter because circulating Twitter are more rumors of Bulls going to do this, Bulls are going to do that. So we're a little late to this party, but the latest Twitter rumor, I don't know how much of a rumor it is, but whatever, circulating the internet is the Chicago Bulls have been tied to Philadelphia 76ers in the form of trading Kobe White, I believe it was the 8th overall pick, or the 12th overall pick for Paul George and the number 3 overall pick.
I don't buy it.
I'm good. I don't need a podcaster on our team.
Yeah. I don't buy it.
Like,
we have a streamer.
It doesn't. He doesn't play.
I know.
Speaking of Paul George, do you notice that the Pacers and Oklahoma have built their team because they traded Paul George?
Yep.
Oh damn.
Yep.
Oh damn.
So, I don't want Paul George.
Wow.
Guys, really, Paul George should be retiring.
But maybe
soon.
maybe after we trade away Paul George, maybe we can finally start winning.
Using that same logic, maybe we too can have 36 first-round picks because we trade away Paul George. Anyway, not to be getting silly here, but break down the trade in and of itself. Why would you take or not take that trade, Dan Gracie?
I wouldn't take that trade because who's projected to go 3rd overall? Ace Bailey?
Either Ace Bailey or Dylan Harper, whichever one isn't picked by the Spurs.
Both are shooting guards, correct?
Ace Bailey's more of a 3.
Okay.
So we'd fill our void at small forward.
Would we? Because we'd still have Pat Williams. Like if they take Pat Williams for PG, I would do it. But I don't see how this truly benefits us in the long run at all. Like
it doesn't.
So that's mainly why I wouldn't do it. Because Paul George is an aging star. I mean, that's up the Bulls' alley for sure. I don't even know if we can afford Paul George with Patrick's contract and everything as well.
I think trading away Kobe and then a couple of the expiring contracts we have, there would be a few, tight ends, but
wouldn't it have to be like Kobe, Kevin Huerter, pretty much what we got from our trade to make the money work?
Not necessarily. I the ones that I did see online, I mean, I could pull up the exact trade for you, but the couple of trades that I did see, it was just basically Paul George and the 3rd and Kobe White in our or 12th. So
yeah, like
I mean, I'm sure there's other logistics, but
I've seen that rumor before, and I just don't buy it. I don't buy it at all. Like,
yeah.
I mean, it's a very top heavy draft class, but it's mainly by top heavy. I mean, like 1-2. After that, it's just like good or better, good, and then it's just everyone else. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I get it.
So
I get it.
I don't know.
I get it. Scotty B, what do you think of this shenanigans? I'm going to call it shenanigan of a trade.
Yeah, it is a shenanigan of a trade.
I want no part of it. Paul George has missed almost 200 games in the last 6 years. Like, he can't stay healthy.
Yeah.
Since 2019, he's had 1 year where he's had 70 plus games. The rest he's playing like 40, 30, 50. He can't stay healthy.
Yep.
He doesn't seem committed. There was rumors last year that he just didn't even want to play for the team.
I don't blame him.
No, I don't blame him either, but it's like, keep trying. Like,
it's not professional.
Yeah. Like, he seems to care more about being a podcaster than an actual NBA player. Like,
yeah, he cares more about his brand.
Yeah, at this point,
his brand.
I don't want him on our team. A team that's rebuilding with young players. Let's get a player that's on the downfall. Like, I understand that he was an all-star 2 years ago, but I don't want him. That's not going to help us. Like, adding Paul George isn't going to bring us any closer to winning a championship. If anything, that's going to make us, if he plays all season, no, I wouldn't say it makes us worse. I would say it makes us, oh, cool. We get the 6th seed and don't do the play-in. That I would think that's the best we can get. Like, and really trading Kobe White for him, that's a terrible move.
Exactly.
And then you have
what I mean by we get worse is like we fall away from our direction that we're headed.
Right.
Yes. I'm not saying like our team gets worse. I'm saying as a whole, our franchise gets worse because we're going away from that rebuild. That's what I mean. Good.
It's a very Jerry move though.
Yeah. Exactly.
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah,
for sure.
It's like,
yeah.
But I don't think Jerry really cares because the Bulls in the last like 5 years have the most tickets sold and the highest TV like the highest attendance and the most TV like viewership. So Jerry doesn't care what it is. Like, the team's been terrible for a while. Mediocre.
Yeah.
Consistent.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
There's
so
the C word.
I don't think Jerry cares that much, but I don't want Paul George. Like, no. I'd be fine with the third pick, but it's not worth it to trade Kobe for a guy that's fitting so well with Kitty. Not worth it.
You said it yourself. This is my take on it. What do the Bulls have to gain? You're trading away one of the healthiest players on our team for one of the most injury-prone players in the league. Kobe White can get you 28, points a game on a nightly basis. Paul George can get that for you when he's on the court. The problem is he's never on the court. His attitude very much dictates his style of play. If he's in a bad mood, he's going to have a terrible performance. If he's happy on a contender, sure, I could see him stepping up his game right now. I think if you put Paul George on any of these 4 contending teams, he doesn't play like Paul George on the Philadelphia 76ers. The problem therein lies, we are not one of these 4 contending teams. We are another team very much like the Philadelphia 76ers. So we're going to get a very transparent and carbon copy version of Paul George traded to the Chicago Bulls. Is it worth it just to trade up 9 spots and get a player that is already doing what Kobe White does? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I don't think it's worth it. Just to say that you can pick number 3, cool.
It would be like when Dwayne Wade was on the Bulls. Like,
yeah, exactly.
It's just like a washed up version of himself.
Yeah. When we had Dwayne, when we had Rondo. Yeah, exactly. Let's stay away from that.
Yeah.
The problem is, like you guys said, the Bulls love seeing superstars in Bulls jerseys. Like, how many, the Rondo, like, everyone bought a Dwayne Wade jersey for the Chicago Bulls. Like, they knew that, I don't want to say they knew that Dwayne Wade wasn't Dwayne Wade anymore, but they knew he wasn't gonna do anything for us. He was just there to sell tickets.
Yeah.
Exactly. Put him together with Jimmy. Put him together with Rondo. I mean, they'd probably like to think they were going to make a run, but it wasn't happening. But gentlemen, the other rumor
Rondo stayed healthy, we would have won that series against the Celtics.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, I agree, dude. A lot of people underestimated Rondo. Rondo was another one of those players where he was a hothead, and his mentality dictated his play. Mm-hmm. But if he would have just gotten out of his own head and put the pedal to metal, dude, Rondo was solid for the Bulls. But gentlemen, the other two players that I've seen a lot of connections to the Bulls with, one, I've been saying it for a couple of years now, and we've seen it already. Jonathan Kuminga, I know that he was rumored and tied to the Bulls with all the Vooch rumors ramping up. But did you guys hear the new player that the Chicago Bulls are linked to?
No.
RJ Barrett.
That's all I got.
We've already said our opinion on Jonathan Kuminga. If you guys want to hear them, go back and listen to our old show. Yeah. Gentlemen, I want to hear your opinions on RJ Barrett, who'd be playing for now his third franchise.
I would take him.
What do you guys think?
I would absolutely take him.
I wouldn't mind him.
He's done really...
I haven't really been paying attention to him.
He's in Toronto.
Well, yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
He's like,
He can get you 15, 20 points a game. So if we need a small forward or shooting guard, he's the perfect guy for it. I know Toronto is trying to get rid of him because I don't even know why Toronto wants to get rid of him. I don't understand that team.
What are they trying to do at this point? Just build around Scotty Barnes?
I guess, but it's like it would make RJ Barrett's would be perfect fit for around Scotty Barnes. Like he's a perfect number 2. So I would absolutely take him. Yeah. I just don't know what it would take.
Well, would you take him over Kobe if he's a 2 guard?
You'd put him at 3.
So where is that? Pat plays 4.
So the rumor is you trade Patrick Williams, Ayo Dosunmu, and a 2nd round pick for him.
Do it. Done. Do it.
I would do that trade.
But I mean, we get how much? What's RJ's contract? Can't be as bad as Pat.
No, absolutely not.
Right? That's what I'm, like, it doesn't. Don't even tell me. It doesn't matter. It's just full send.
Right. I like that.
Yeah. It's
so. Was that like the confirmed like?
So
was that the confirmed like
the 2 mock ones are Patrick Williams, Ayo Dosunmu, and a future second round for him, or Patrick Williams and Javon Carter for him.
Done.
Yeah, either way, take them.
Get now. Done. If we can keep Iowa for it.
Accordingly, if you're the Toronto Raptors, forget about what recreational activities they're participating in that's going to allow them to accept a trade sending Patrick Williams to the Toronto Raptors. Would you do this trade if you're the Toronto Raptors?
No. If I was the Raptors, no, I would not.
Yeah, absolutely not. Okay. So there you go. Is this a realistic trade scenario?
No.
I'd say no.
Yeah.
In my opinion, if I'm the Toronto Raptors and I'm in just as much basketball purgatory as the Bulls, I will take a trade for Ayo. I'll listen to trades for Ayo, but you can keep Patrick Williams. You can keep Javon Carter. I'm not just saying that because I'm biased. I don't like them. But I'm going to say I want your 12th overall pick. I want Ayo Dosunmu. And who's a bench player there? Throw in like...
I think you could just do it with those 2.
So would you trade Ayo and the 12th overall pick for RJ Barrett?
No.
I might actually do that.
I would.
But I don't know.
I might actually do that.
I would.
It really depends what their plans are for Vooch.
Give me Gary Trent Jr. How about that? Gary Trent Jr., RJ Barrett for the 12th overall pick and Ayo Dosunmu.
Scott makes a good point. Give me... I would give them Ayo the 12th pick, Vooch for RJ and Pirtle.
They would never make that trade, but yes, I would do that. They would never make that trade.
No, I know.
Again, drawing it back down to reality, I don't feel like both teams have any assets where they would make this trade happen. Unfortunately, the Bulls fans will have to face the facts that we are going to see Patrick Williams until he's got an expiring contract or the duration of his contract. There's not much we can do about it.
We have to eat it.
I'll be honest with you. I could see us trading down in the draft before I could see us trading up, just because we'd have to give up way too much assets to get into the top 3. We're not talking about like, you trade away one guy and your pick for the 3rd. We're talking about you got to trade away some decent assets to get the 3rd overall pick. You know what I mean?
Especially make sense for both sides.
Exactly. Especially in a draft where literally the top 3 players are already somewhat decided. You're essentially trading for one. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I don't see it happening. To be honest with you, that was all the rumors I've heard. Like very, very slow Chicago Bulls offseason. I love it because I'll be honest with you. Again, Twitter, rumors are not healthy for you, man. They're fun. They really are. But, man, you guys are going on Twitter beating the crap out of each other for stuff that's not even real, man. Like I've literally seen people get into arguments like, how would you even wish about having that trade happen? It's like, dude, it's an idea. You know what I mean? Relax. It's not happening. It's just throwing stuff against the wall to see it stick. Be nicer to each other.
For them, it is real. It's real to them.
Yeah, I agree. But
they're living in a different world over there in Twitter.
I know. Everybody on Twitter's like, my idea is the best one. Yes. You are just a lowly peasant with your idea. Yes. But gentlemen, all that aside, it's been a great episode, and I'm excited for this because our very own Scott Berman, how's it going, Scott Berman? Smiling over there.
Yes, sir.
Our very own Scotty B.
Just got back from France.
Who just got back from France, and once again, if you have not checked that episode out, do it.
It was a month ago.
That's all I got to say. What? You got back a month ago already?
Yeah, it was like the first week of May I got back.
Oh, man, dude. Damn.
Really? I feel like it just happened. Yeah.
In any sense. Wow. Okay. That was a trip.
That shows you how much we missed you.
Yeah, exactly. Time flies when you're missing Scott Berman. Scotty B has put together a new game for us. We may not be, we're not going to be doing the Mount Hornsmore this week, primarily because I forgot, I ran out of shit to rank. So give me more time to rank. So I ran out of shit to rank. We're going to do like rank your favorite numbers. I don't know. But anyway, Scotty B has put together a game that I think you guys are going to love. I'll give him the floor now to explain the rules because I'm absolutely ecstatic to play this. So Scotty B, whenever you're ready, take it away. How do we play your game and what's it called?
This is something I actually stole from 670 The Score because they do it every week on the afternoon show. But it's basically categories. So we'll do a category and you guys kind of go back and forth guessing something related to that category. So say like example, like scoring leaders this year, points per game. So you guys would go back and forth guessing. And if you guys get it wrong, we would do like top 10 or something. You would be out. And then whoever can last the longest wins that round. Does that make sense?
Okay.
So there's no tried and true like correct answer.
Well, there is. So like if you do top scorers this year and
I say like Patrick Williams,
Dan's out, and then you say like LeBron James, you're going to be in there. I'm guessing. I think he's top 10. Okay. But yeah, like we basically you two go back and forth. So I have 4 different categories, and then I have a 5th one if needed.
It's going to be interesting.
See? Okay, great. Okay. All right. Go right ahead whenever. Whenever you're ready.
The first category is, since this is finals episode, can you guys name me the finals MVPs since 1989-90 season?
The fuck it, man.
There's a lot of repeats in there, so you guys,
They don't have to be in order.
No. So Sal, why don't you go first? Name someone that won a finals MVP since that time.
Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan won it 6 times.
Steve Nash.
Are you serious?
No. No. Oh my God. No.
Did Dan already lose?
Oh my God. I got MVP and finals MVP mixed up by that.
Yeah. Finals MVP. That was the thing.
No, I got them mixed.
Okay.
MVP.
I'll give him another chance.
Finals MVP.
That's what happened.
Yeah.
Okay. So finals MVP, Kawhi Leonard.
Kawhi Leonard has won it twice, once for the Raptors and once for the Spurs.
I hate that I'm saying this, but LeBron James.
LeBron James has won it 4 times for 3 different teams. The Cavs, Heat, and
Only
Lakers.
players ever to do that.
Kobe Bean Bryant.
Kobe Bryant has won it twice. Both times
My
for
boy
Charlotte.
Andre Iguodala.
Andre Iguodala won it once.
Dwayne Wade.
Dwayne Wade has won it once.
I'm going to throw it back far, far long time ago, and I'm going to say Jaylen Brown.
Jaylen Brown won it last year.
Shaq.
Shaq won it 3 times.
Shoot. Now I'm drawing a blank.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Oh.
That's...
Giannis?
Giannis won it once.
There you go.
Remember, this is from to the 1989-90 season. Who won it?
I feel like he did. I'm not sure. Steph Curry.
Steph Curry won it once.
All right, that's what I thought. I wasn't sure if it was him or Clay.
Say Dirka?
Who?
Dirk?
Dirk won it once.
I don't know if this is right. Tim Duncan?
Tim Duncan won it 3 times.
Okay. Okay. All right.
I want to say Hakeem, but I don't think it was Hakeem. Screw it. Hakeem.
Hakeem won it twice.
There you go. Yeah.
You guys
nice.
have
Hakeem.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 left.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Did Kevin Durant?
Kevin Durant won it twice.
Okay.
Jokic.
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 You have 4 left. 2
4 left.
were on the same team. 2 different seasons, but they both played for the same team. I'm going to say they're both in the Eastern Conference too.
Oh, yeah. I know. Okay. Go ahead, Dan.
I'm scared.
You have 3 in the Eastern Conference and 1 in the Western Conference.
Fuck. I'm drawing a blank. Patrick Ewing?
Patrick Ewing did not win one.
He's never won a championship.
That's what I thought.
Okay, Sal.
Do I have
the
to
win.
say one for the win?
For the win.
Well, as long as we're telling the truth here,
Yeah.
I'm going to say Paul Pierce.
Paul Pierce did win it.
Paul Pierce.
Yeah.
Can you name?
Paul Pierce. I forgot he existed.
Can you name the other 3?
All right. The other 3. Let me see here. This is good.
So
one.
2 in the East though.
2 in the East, and the 2 in the East were on the same team, and the 1 in the West.
I'm trying to think of the Western Conference players that have won it here. So
He is a
Houston.
foreign-born player.
Foreign-born player. Okay. Let's see. Okay, if the one in the West, I think I'm going to go. I'm trying to think of teams that have actually won. Probably go back down to either. Powell?
Nope. Tony Parker
No.
was the answer.
Oh, TP.
Parker.
Yeah. Okay.
And then you missed
All right.
Chauncey Billups
Manu?
winning it in
Oh,
03-04 and Isaiah Thomas winning
Yes.
it in 89-90.
Yep.
Okay.
I knew there was something when you said 89-90. Like think back, and I'm like, I forgot who won it that year. Solid.
Okay.
Nice.
Yep. All right. That was the first one, so Sal won that. The second category, finals series points per game. So it's like,
It's gonna be hard.
The fuck, man.
yeah. So who averaged the most points in a final series?
Okay.
Who averaged the most?
Like just
LeBron
one in
James.
just one series.
So like Stephen Curry.
Well, who are you gonna do? Choose one.
I say Stephen Curry.
Stephen Curry. Well, this is top 20. Stephen Curry is not on the list. He is never.
Well, there
he
we
is
go.
not top 20 in points per game for a final series.
For a final series?
Yes, just
Oh.
one series. So, like, just say 89-90 finals. Like whoever, whatever. Just that one series.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan has done it 3 times including the most, with
Okay.
41 a game in
It's like the ace in the hole,
92-93.
always saying Michael Jordan.
Dan, do you want to guess again?
Yeah, I do. LeBron James.
LeBron James did it 3
There you
times. He is 7th, 13th, and 17th. The highest he had was 35.8.
Just thinking of scorers that have been in the finals.
Yeah.
Kevin, KD.
KD did it once. He was 10th best with 35.2.
Kobe Bean Bryant.
Kobe Bryant is not on the list.
Ooh, shocker. Is Shaq on the list?
Shaq is on the list. He did it 3 times. He is
Okay.
38.
It was either Shaq or Kobe.
Yeah, he had 38 points a game in 99, 2000, and then the year, pretty much 3 years in a row. He was,
Sounds like
yeah,
Shaq.
so he was 4th, 6th, and 20th.
All right, I got to think of teams who've won some championships.
By the way,
and
Sal, you
scored
already
a lot
won
of
this.
points.
Yeah, Sal, you already won.
Do I have to say a name to win it?
No, you already did. Because Dan
Okay.
guessed wrong twice. But keep going. Just keep guessing.
Okay.
There goes right.
Hakeem
That's
Olajuwon.
right.
Hakeem is not on the list.
All right, see, I would have been out right there.
Yeah.
Vince Carter.
Nope.
Has Vince ever been to the finals?
No.
Nope.
Jerry West.
Jerry West is on the list 3 times, and he lost every single one of those series.
Jeez.
Dang.
Yeah. Number 2, Rick Barry. He averaged
Oh, Ricky B.
40.8
Yeah.
points a game in 1967.
Dang.
Well,
Elgin
for
Baylor
Rick Barry.
is 3rd with
Yeah.
40.6 in 1962.
We're getting all these legends.
Yeah. You guys missed Allen Iverson, Giannis, Dwayne Wade, and then Kareem.
Kareem would have been another one of those like ace in the holes. So.
It was
So,
honestly
one more?
it was-
I do have one.
Yeah.
Well, I have 2 more, but the last one will just, you guys just guess if you can do the top 10 of.
okay.
Okay. This is since 1989. Everybody knows who won the finals. Can you tell me who lost the finals?
Oh yeah. Okay. I can't wait.
All right.
Yeah, Sal just
Go.
Go.
Sal, go. Just start naming teams.
All right. Just start naming
Just
teams.
name
All
one
right.
team.
Easy.
Super
One
Sonics.
team.
Portland Trailblazers.
Portland Trailblazers have lost it twice. Dan?
The Supersonics.
The Supersonics lost it once.
The Jazz.
Jazz lost it twice. Oh, there. Okay, you're done with the Bulls.
No, there's one more.
There's one more.
The Lakers.
The Lakers have lost
There it
it
is.
3 times. You are done with the Bulls.
There you go. Miami Heat.
Miami Heat have lost it 4 times.
Oh my God, who they beat?
We talked about
the
one.
Spurs.
We talked about one of these. The Spurs lost it once. We talked about one earlier in the episode. Hence why I had the answer. So the Spurs did lose once.
Oh my God. Who? Oh my God, I totally forgot who.
Okay, Sal.
Oh yeah, the Pacer. Oh,
It was your turn anyway.
No, he just
no,
did
it was
Spurs.
your turn. I said the Spurs.
We're gonna say Dan deuces the Pacers.
Oh, you
so
did.
Sal, go twice.
I go
Sorry.
twice.
Yeah,
Shoot. Okay.
I jumped the gun.
All right.
We talked about another team also in this episode.
Why do I want to say? I don't want to say it because I know the cat. Is that the Golden State Warriors?
Yes, the Golden
Yeah, they
State
lost
Warriors have
to the
lost
Cavs.
twice, including
Yeah.
that 3-0 series.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Thunder.
The Thunder lost once.
There you go.
Okay, Dan.
This
Cleveland.
is so exhilarating.
Cleveland has lost 4 times. That is the
Oh.
most, by the way, in the last whatever since
Those are
'89.
losers.
I say Boston.
Boston lost twice.
Yeah, that was my next pick. Now I have to think, Sal. God damn it. The Rockets.
The Rockets have not lost.
Damn. Okay.
Like the Bulls, they are undefeated.
Do I
Is
Sal? Go ahead.
okay. For the win. It's between two teams,
Okay.
and I know. Are we going? Oh wait, since 89-90. Okay, it's between two teams.
I feel like I know one of them.
You should.
Oh, is one of them the Phoenix Suns?
The Phoenix Suns lost once.
There it is. Okay.
Hey, Dan, who?
I think that was the year
who
when
lost last year, Dan.
I don't. Oh my God! How do I not remember this? I don't remember who was in the finals last year. It was fucking God. I don't know. Someone say something.
He got traded. Big player got traded from this team.
Dallas, bro.
The Dallas Mavericks.
Oh, Dallas. Dallas. Oh my God.
Dallas actually. They lost twice in the finals.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Um,
One was the Dirk and Nash year, right?
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
Every single one of these
recover that. I couldn't
teams,
remember.
you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they're all in the Eastern Conference left.
Oh, all five
Yep.
that have lost the finals?
Yeah.
I mean, screw it. I'm just going to say Detroit.
Detroit lost it once, and to Lakers. New York lost it twice.
I want to say the 76ers.
Yep.
Yeah,
They lost to
76ers.
they lost to the Lakers.
Yeah, that was when AI.
Eric Snow.
God, what a scrub ass team.
That's three of them.
You have two teams left.
Didn't the Orlando Magic lose it
They lost.
to the Spurs one year?
They lost twice.
Yep.
You have one
Yep.
team left.
God. Dude,
They are.
I can't get over the fact
They are no longer called this.
Charlotte Hornets.
No.
No,
What?
they're no longer called this.
Yes.
So that would mean a team that would. Oh. No, they were West still. I don't want to say the. Is it the Vancouver Grizzlies?
No. It is the New Jersey Nets. Lost it twice.
Oh, the New Jersey Nets.
yeah.
Yes.
In
They lost
02 and 03 they lost.
Yep.
Yeah.
To the Spurs,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
nice work, Sal.
Great job. Sal.
All right.
I love basketball.
All right. This has nothing to do with basketball. But I went on ranker.com and looked up the top 10
Oh, boy.
top 10 Oreo flavors. So you guys just guessed. What are the top 10 Oreo flavors?
This is like a Hornsmore extended.
Yeah.
I love it. It does double stuff count.
Double stuffed is second.
Fuck
All
yeah. It should be number one.
It should be number one.
Is original on it?
That is number one.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
What about the Post Malone flavor? I don't know what that one was, but that was
Post
phenomenal.
Malone has a flavor?
I have no idea what that
It
Yeah.
tastes like beer.
It's
and
like the
sweat.
salted caramel, salted caramel one.
That is not on here.
Ah, see,
What about
beer and sweat.
well, beer and sweat.
Oh,
Bud Light.
okay.
Bud Light and sweat.
Yeah.
Is birthday cake on there?
Birthday cake is not on here.
Okay.
Mint?
Mint is number
no,
6.
Mint should.
Number
Gross.
6, yep.
Yep, it's cool.
Gross.
Cool mint, number 6.
Cool mint. Yep.
Disgusting. What about
Golden?
Golden is number
Peanut
4.
butter?
Peanut butter is number 10.
What about
what's-
double chocolate?
No, double chocolate is not on here, but brownie batter, if you count that, is number 9.
Okay. What about the oh my god, it's the ones my mom eats where like one half is like the vanilla cookie.
Oh yeah.
Is that I want to say
Like the
but I know
mix-ups?
that's fucking-
No, that is not
I know
on
that's-
here.
Okay.
Okay.
Is
Lemon?
Peeps?
Peeps, no.
Lemon.
You have, no. 3, 5, 7, and 8 left.
I'm gonna go
Number 3.
ahead and say cookies and cream.
3.
Why?
What? That's not a real flavor.
Oreo flavored Oreo is number 3.
Who made this damn lit?
This is ranker.com, so people go in and vote.
Is drunk. Oh God.
Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola's not on the list. I know that was your thing.
That was good. I like that.
That was a good flavor.
Oreo. That was good. They still have those.
French sub pie.
No.
Ooh.
It's a
Okay.
good one. It's a good one. This list is bullshit.
So I'm just gonna do it because I think we've been.
Blueberry pie.
No, I didn't even know that is a one. That just doesn't sound good. Yeah.
Or it's blueberry.
So
apple pie.
Number 5,
I don't think
s'mores.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I mean, it's okay.
Yeah.
It doesn't hit the same as others.
Number 7, cookie dough.
That one was good. Oh, that one was
I
great.
don't think I had that one.
And then
That one was really good.
number 8 was mega stuffed.
I was gonna
Mega
say
stuff?
like the most stuff, but I didn't know.
Yeah, I would.
Mega stuff is so much. That's so much. I've accidentally gotten mega stuff once, and I was furious.
That was a lot of cream. Like that cream's
It's
good,
too
but
much.
it's not that good.
It's
It's a
too
lot of cream.
much.
It is way too much.
Whoever's getting
Too
these
much.
mega stuffs and ranking them all the way to what 8?
They were the 8th best
You need-
Oreo.
Yeah, psychopaths like this.
Didn't they have like the triple double stuff or whatever it was?
That's too much.
It was.
Yeah, it's a lot.
That's way too much.
Yeah.
Okay,
That-
let's say
That
this
that
is good
categories.
shit here.
That is
Like,
categories.
ah,
Nice work.
I love that, man. We got to do that going forward. You got to do that the random one in there too, the non-basketball related one. That one was great.
By the way,
Uh,
if there was a tiebreaker, the tiebreaker would have been Ranker.com Dorito flavors.
Oh, can we do that one anyway? Or do you want to save it for next show?
We'll do it next episode. Don't look it up.
Oh, please. Okay. Yeah, and I'm not going
damn
to. Oh, well, I already know like 3 of the. We're not going to do
Cool Ranch on there? As long as Cool
I
Ranch
can't
is
tell
on
you. We'll find out.
it. You can't tell. We'll find out next
You're gonna
week.
have to tune in next time, guys.
I love it. The cliff. I've always wanted a cliffhanger ending for this show, and we finally found it. So, Scotty B, thank you so much. That was a phenomenal. Little additive there. I'm looking forward to
I
playing more
enjoyed
of
that
those.
quite a bit.
Kind listeners and viewers at home, if you have a suggestion for Scotty B for categories, DM him. Don't DM him. Just ripping the seams out of your shirt there. DM him and let him know because we'd love to see your suggestion played out on the air, and you'll get a special shout out by the host of your choosing. So go ahead and do that for us. But gentlemen, this very, very minimal Bulls-related Bulls podcast is coming to a sad, sad close, and it's time to wrap these things up. So, gentlemen, what do you have? Closing statements for the Horniacs, or should I say the Indiacs, because we're now a Indiana Pacers podcast. What do you have for them? Anyway, whatever. We're burning daylight here.
I got nothing really going on. Yeah, I got nothing. Go Pacers.
I like it. Short, sweet, to the point. Scotty B, what do you got for everybody?
I'm gonna be joining
What?
two
Going to a different country?
No, 2 podcasts coming up. I'm gonna be doing an episode of Horse Talk on the Horse Girls podcast.
Yes.
Nice.
Shout out.
Yes, the Horse Girls, who we did the Space Jam episode with. So I'll be doing an episode with them.
Are you gonna be horsing around over there?
That's the plan.
Yes.
And then
Still one of my favorite episodes that we've recorded. The
Yeah.
Space Jam one.
Oh,
yeah. By the way, I think we've decided on what we're listening to next. It will be Airbud.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, that
I will be watching it. I will be
Have
watching
we
it. You can
have we
listen
did
to
a
it,
Hornsmore?
but I will be
Yeah,
watching
you could listen to it.
yeah. Have we done a Hornsmore
Have
of
we
Airbud?
did a Hornsmore?
No, we have not done a Airbud.
No, of
Hornsmore.
basketball movies.
There's enough.
Yeah.
There is enough.
There's enough basketball movies. Oh, Air Bud movies?
Yeah.
I've only
Yeah.
seen one, and that's Air Bud.
Well, there's like 12 of those
Yeah.
motherfuckers.
And the sad part is I'll have to rewatch it because I watched it like 20 years
Yeah,
ago.
that's the point.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
And then the next one, I'm going to be on the Late Starters podcast, which is a Pokemon tabletop D&D type game. So I'm going to
all right.
be doing a
Sweet.
guest thing on that.
Yeah.
Outstanding.
Yeah.
Bulls fans and Horniacs, tune into those those shows that Scott just mentioned. Give him some support, as well as support the shows that are allowing him to be on the show. Shout out to the Horse Girls. We can't wait to be on that podcast again and do the Air Bud episode. The highlight of that Space Jam episode was the outstanding, and I'm hoping she does it again, the outstanding recap that your wife did of the Space Jam episode.
Unhinged.
It was like 6 minutes of no interruption, solid, just boom, 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 boom. This is what happened, boom. I felt like I listened to the movie in that time that she recorded. It was beautiful. It's perfect. Shout out them. But for me, Bulls fans, Horniacs, the only thing I have for you is we are not turning into an Indiana Pacers podcast. We do enjoy supporting our lowly Bulls here, and even though they're not in the NBA Finals, I'd like for you to drop your people or team that you think are going to win the finals in the comments section down below. Please do continue to support our daily shorts. Head over to our Twitter page. I'm starting to get the hang of that, so we're getting more engagement on there. I don't know. Gee, I don't know.
It seems like Twitter's just pissing you off.
Dude, Twitter is pissing me off royally today. It could be the theme to the show. But anyway, nonetheless, head over to our TikTok page. Continue to give us support there. We are going to have more incredible, great episodes for you for the off season. If you want to be a guest on the show, please DM us and we'll have you on. We love having guests. We haven't had the guests on in quite some time. We had Samadhi, and before that, we haven't had very many guests. So DM us, get on the show, get your name out there, and have fun talking Bulls or whatever you want. Have fun ranking Oreo flavors with us for all we care. Just get on the show, have some fun.
You want to rank Doritos?
Yeah,
come on over.
Yeah,
maybe
what's
we'll do
next?
Mountain Dew or some shit. I don't know.
Ooh. You're giving Scotty B some ideas. But anyway, with all that being said, we encourage our Bulls fans and our Horniacs to see red, go Bulls, and go Pacers. I'm calling it. They're winning it all. Good night, everybody.